Hello, I'm back again to have another look at the lovely brush markers. So, and none of these ones are open, but I managed to get the pink set. So that's the final set. So these are the three sets that they had. Was this purple set, the blue set, which I bought ages ago, which, as I said, I wasn't overly thrilled with, and this pink set that I thought I'd have a bit more of a play with tonight. This is the blue set, which the containers in look mostly green, and our final one is this pink set, which I haven't opened yet. So I'll show you how they look when they're brand new out of the packet. I'll go from there. And I might grab a colouring book. Okay. But I've got my piece of paper to start with. Alright, so the three sets. We've got our purple, which I know some of them come out looking quite pink. We've got our pink, we've got our blue, which the set actually looks green. But it definitely said blue when I bought it. So there's our three sets. Alright, so let's start with this pink set because it's brand new. So, as said, you get them. The instructions on the side say shake, press on the end until the ink comes out, and then colour and repeat as needed. So as you can see, let's let you get this in focus. Oh, that's what I've done. As you can see, it's completely white when it first comes out, and we press the button a few times. The ink starts flowing. And this is why I've got a piece of paper, because I remember doing this last time as well. And then we can do a bit of a sample. So that's the lightest of the pinks. I'm going to sit down again. I had to stand up because I couldn't quite work out how these fit on the camera. Anyway, again, just let it run. You can actually see it start running down here if you're paying attention. Hopefully that's all in focus. So once it gets to here, I can stop letting it run, and I'll just hold it until it comes through. I might let it do one more just to make sure. And that's the second colour. Now, one thing with these is the brushes are really soft. And I'm just doing blobs on the page at this stage, just to see what colours I like. Our third one is looking somewhat more red. And according to the box, it should be. This is this colour. So we'll do this one over here. Again, it's starting to run through. Don't know how well that's showing up on the camera, but it is starting to run through slowly. Oh, this one's slower. This seems like it's gone thick or something. There we go. Oh, that's very red. It's even redder than I thought from the box. And our final one of these red ones is looking on the box almost like it's a deep burgundy. So this one, deep burgundy, or heading towards browns. I'll pick this up in a minute to have a look at the different colours. And I almost feel like that's not, oh, I guess it is a bit darker than that one. Not much. So that's our colours, and we'll just let them dry for a moment, and I'm going to grab the colouring page, and we might do just a page of glitter, because, you know, why not? We'll have a look at those when they dry in just a minute. I'll be right back. So these are almost dry now. They've taken a bit of time, and we'll just hold them up so you can see. Not exactly glitter. They are metallic. And that red is beautiful, even though it's not really that glittery at this stage. These have been all shown up really more as metallic, I feel, than glitter. But that's okay. So we'll have another play with these in one of these bold books. So I've just grabbed Simple Art Bold Easy Colouring Coco Wyo. This one I was supposed to be mostly colouring in order, but I'm just going to pick a random page that I feel like. Glitter. Oh, I might do that butterfly. That butterfly looks like it could be good as glitter. Let me check that's on the page. Yep. Alright, so let's have a go at this butterfly. And I'm going to just use a bit of all of them. But before I do that, with colour this in, I might quickly do these 4 colours again and just double check, because they seriously look like they should be green to me. This is beginning to make me feel like there actually is a green set somewhere around and I just put it in a blue box, because these look green, unless they were in the wrong box to start with. And I also thought that I'd played with my blue. I'm sure I've had all 4 of my blue ones going, and none of these ones look like they've ever been used. So let's just see. And if that's the case, I have no idea where my blue ones have gone, because I could have sworn, yeah, these are green. That's a really nice green. So that will look really good for the leaves. So I must have the blue ones around somewhere. Oh, here we go. Unless when I bought these, someone had actually switched the box to start with, because these do not look blue at all. And I'm wondering if that's why I didn't actually end up trying all of them. Because I tried one colour and it didn't look blue. And I just put it back in the box and went, yeah, I don't understand these. Instead of thinking maybe there was a green. I'm wondering in Kmart if there's was originally a green set and a blue set, and someone switched them for some weird reason, because people do that kind of stuff at Kmart. And that one's taken a while to come through. Anyway, that's a very bright green. So I'm just going to mark up the lid a bit like nail polish. And I'm not sure if I've done this one. Now I'm confusing myself. I have a feeling this is the one that I haven't looked at. Yeah, this one I haven't looked at yet. These are definitely green, and they were definitely in a blue box. So I am thinking they got switched at some point. And when I was supposed to end up with blue, I ended up with green. But that's okay. For this picture, I think green is actually a better option. So let's do a quick, once I get this one through, do a quick colour. And my husband's just walked in, so yes, apparently these are all green. Didn't realise that. And this is actually dried to have a really nice gold tone. Still not what I'd call glitter. Not like it's on the box. So the box that kind of, they have stuck glitter on it. Anyway, it's fine. So we'll have a go colouring with these in this one. So we've got a butterfly and a flower. So this looks like a nice one to start with. So I might start with some purple. One of the pinky purpley set for the butterfly. And see how we go. But these brushes are so soft. So it feels like it's going to be very easy, unfortunately, to bend the nib. So it goes outside the area if I'm not careful. I'm really, really glad I went for a big book. Big pitch, nice big bold picture. See what I mean? Because I forgot to grab my glasses. Getting old is no fun. My close-up vision is going, which is really annoying. Because one of my other pastimes when I'm not doing this is cross-stitching, which involves a lot of close-up work. And it's like, it's weird because it's like it's happened all of a sudden. I don't know if anyone else is going through it, but I feel like I've gone from having really good eyesight to needing glasses quite badly within the past 2 years. And I know I've only got a baby script, like the optometrist keeps telling me my script's only a baby script. But still, it's annoying. And that's running out of ink now. So, let's start with that one. Put that over there so I know that's that one. It's another shake. Hopefully this isn't going to drip everywhere while I refill the ink. And this has definitely got purple tones to it, but it's still really pink. I should have chosen a different colour for that one. That's okay, whatever. This is going to be a case of very much whatever, I think, today. Because I just wanted to try these out on a painting. On a picture, I should say. Normally I would hold it closer to the base, but I'm holding it out simply because I don't want to put my hands in the bit that I've already coloured because I don't think it's quite dry yet. Anyway. This has actually got a really nice purple sheen to it. Again, I don't know if I'd call it glitter, but it's definitely got a colour to it, like an overlay. It almost reminds me of, you know, the pens that you give you the outline on the edge. So the inside goes silver or gold and then you end up with a coloured outline. They were around a lot in the 90s. And I know I've seen a few of the colouring people on YouTube get them because they were feeling nostalgic and try the ones off Temu or Amazon and have gone, they're very dry and awkward to work with. But these are definitely not dry, but they are, because I started on the wrong side. I should have started over here first with this colour. They are a little bit awkward to work with just because I'm going over wet stuff. And I also think these might be water-based because although this paper does crinkle even with some of my alcohol markers. So I'm probably just going to have to put it under a weight. I'll have to go get maybe use the black acrylic marker for its body in a minute, just to finish it up. If I'm doing that one, I should do this one first. I might need a bit more ink. So it's always interesting trying different pens, pencils, whatever. It's kind of fun. And these ones are a bit weird. This is definitely getting dry, and I think I need to pump it to get more ink out, but I don't want it to drip. There we go, that's better. And you can go back over it. All right, and I'll just go for the pink one from the pink set. I might use the reds for the flower just to try that. Well, this was the one I was going to put in the center. Oops. I was thinking this would work really well in the center of the flower because it's got that gold tinge to it. That's all right. That's why we're doing colouring it in like this. Anyway, and I think I might, even though I've done it for the on the butterfly wing, I think I might just use it here because it does have a definite gold to it. And to me, that screams the center of a flower. I don't know why it does, but it does. Okay, there's that. And I'll use the reds for the outside of the flower in a minute. I know I've done a fair bit of purple in the butterfly, but I'm going to do this edge in purple, I think. I'm just going to try and use these as much as possible for this whole picture, even if it means the colours kind of get used. Same colours get used a lot because of where I think they should go. And I might try in a minute mixing some of these colours a bit just to see what happens, because I haven't done that yet. See what I mean about it getting dry? And you have to seem to pump it a bit to get more ink through, but I don't. And when you do that, you do get more of the, I don't know if it's showing up on the camera very well at this stage. I'll show you once it's dry. But this has definitely got the purple's got a bluey sheen to it. So when you pump it, you get less of the purple and more of the blue coming through, I think. That's all right. It's all good fun to see what happens with these colours. I'm just a bit annoyed that the blues are actually green in a way, because I would do the background all in shiny colours. And I've just done that. Awesome. So it's what white acrylic markers are for, right? So we can fix our mistakes. Or not. Or I just leave it and admit that I've coloured in the lines when I wasn't supposed to. All good either way. Okay. Now, what am I going to do with this? Thinking I might just have a go blending this out a bit and seeing what happens if we do colours on top of each other. Oh, that's kind of cool. Pick it up on this side as well. Might do this bit. And I'm getting purple colours on me because I didn't wait for it to dry. Whatever. not the first time. Came home from work yesterday covered in green ink because my pen wasn't behaving and I was trying to get it to work. And I ended up just covered in green ink because of it. I was like, oh well. It washed off mostly. I've still got a bit of green ink under this nail, but generally it's not too bad. All right, not too much. That's okay. There we go. It's better. So they kind of blend. Let's have a go at this one. This definitely needs some more through. Come on. So these are a bit finicky about getting more through. What do I think of that? I don't know. Go back in while it's still wet and see if it blends out. Oh, you get interesting sheens when you do that. What do I think? I'll wait for it to dry. But it does give it some variety. I don't know. We'll see. Once it's dry, we'll have a look at it again. I don't know what's the best way of doing this, whether to do a colour down and then go over it again, like swap backwards and forwards like this, or am I better off doing the one colour at once and then coming back with the other colour? Don't know. Said this is an experiment because I haven't played with these, but it gives me a chance to see how they behave with each other. Do they go over each other pretty well? Like, there's definitely some more sheen coming out from that one, so I think I need to pump this one a bit more to get some more of those colours coming through, I hope. Maybe. I don't know if that made any difference. Just do this up here again. Don't know quite what I'm doing with this. Just having a bit of fun, as I keep saying. Feel it. Wow. The lids are a bit finicky now that I'm doing this. All right. So that's my top part done. All very pink, whatever. And then we'll go in with this nice bright green first. Give it a quick pump so it's got lots of colour through. Again, I'm not really sure how I'm going to colour these leaves in. Let's have a look. Have a bit of a look, see. There we go. Something. It's definitely not my normal level of, you know, blending, shading, whatever. This is all just an experiment to see what happens if we do this, right? was going to do these reddy colours for the flower. They're quite bold. Let's go with bold. Not being fancy now because I just need to get this done because I think I need to go do something else in a minute. I'll probably go back over the black, any black lines that I still want with a black acrylic marker after this. If I've gone over them too much with this, because this does seem to go over the black quite a lot. If you go over it, like, it hides it quite well. I really don't know if there's a huge amount of difference between these two colours. Looking at them, so I might pop a bit of the other colour over the top and see what that does. Just for the fun of it. Oh, that's definitely got a bit of a purple sheen, just to, I don't know, blend it out or something. So what else should I do? I think I'll just do a bit of these bubbles with some of this green. And I want a bit of pink in there as well, because this is kind of how I do bubbles anyway, is I just pick a few colours, sort of layer them up, blend them out. Don't know how well this is going to blend out, but you know, as I said, all just for a bit of fun today, just to see how they all work together. And with this one, let me see if I've got a black acrylic marker that I can quickly grab out and finish up that butterfly. There. And I have to think what I want to do with the background there. I'm not doing black. Maybe a blue. Should I make it super shiny? That's the question. Because I've got these shiny blue acrylic marker. Why not? Other than the black being matte, the rest of it can be shiny. I'm just going to quickly see how we go with this. And again, I know I'm holding my hand really far back and possibly not doing the best job of it, but I want to get it done, and B, I don't want to put my hand in the ink and get too covered in the the glitter brush markers, simply because they're still wet. So this may not be the best colour, and it's probably not the best technique for colouring with this, because it is one of those acrylic markers that's drying a bit patchy. So might be because they haven't been used. So this is a new set of acrylic markers, or it could just be the type of acrylic marker it is. I like the non-metallics of this set. Haven't really played with the metallics, but we're going to have a completely shiny page when this is done. Maybe not that nicely shiny, but it will be done. And I think this actually works a little bit better when I slow down, unfortunately. Which I don't want to do tonight. I just want to hurry and get everything completed. Because I've got this far and I've had to play with these now. And I want to hold them up to the camera quickly just so you can see how they show up. And the bubbles actually haven't turned out too badly. Well, in real life, they're not too bad. I prefer my alcohol marker ones because you have a bit more control with the blending. Whereas these are more layering. I do wonder what they're actually made of because they're not alcohol and they don't seem exactly the same as water-based because water-based do tend to blend a little bit better than this. So I'm not really sure. Has anyone else bought these and what do you think? Maybe it doesn't feel like acrylic either. Maybe it's just some weird combination of different inks or maybe it is ink rather than paint or anything else. Just a weird kind of ink. Acrylics tend to sit on top of each other, which is why I'm so like, I don't think it's acrylic because these aren't really sitting on top of each other. But they're not blending like, Crayola Super Tips or one of those ones with the watercolor or your watercolor brush markers. Don't know. I'm a bit confused about them. As I said, they're supposed to be glitter. And I was very excited when I saw the blue ones, which turned out to be green. We'll see. Alright, the acrylic marker's not great. I might go back over that, but I just wanted something in the background. So, overall, definitely got a sheen to them. An iridescence, I should say, if I was being fancy. Especially that bottom one. What does everyone else think of them? Anyway, I'm not sure. But that's the glitter brush markers from Kmart that were available a little while ago. And that's my very sad disappointment about this blue box being a little bit more green than I expected. But anyway, it's done. I'll leave that to dry a bit more and then I'll probably press it because the paper has crinkled a fair bit with these and the colour has gone through. The colour's definitely gone through to that one, which I quite like that page. So I'll have to hide that underneath alcohol markers. Anyway, I should have put a paper underneath. Next time I'll know. Thanks for watching. Tell me what you think. Maybe they are alcohol, but they don't seem to be quite alcohol markers. I'm not sure what they are. Anyway, thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.